Hi guys, how are you all doing? Hope all of you doing well and all of you are safe with your families. This of course is the annual Autoportal Awards and we do it every year. We've been doing it for the last 6 years and now we're into the 7th year of this award. And as always, we'll talk about a lot of segments, a lot of cars in different segments and give them all the awards. And now before beginning, let me just thank our sponsors Budmo.com, who are of course the sponsor of this channel as well. Budmo.com, as you might be aware by now, are the online expert when it comes to spare parts, and they have the spare parts for all kind of vehicles, be it a small car, hatchback or a big car, SUV, and even if your car is no longer in production, they will have the spare part for it. So check them out, check out their entire catalog. You can of course check out the website and also check out the iOS as well as Android apps. They're available for both the devices. Check them out and find the best spare part at the best price for your vehicle, and also they promise you genuine spare parts from the website. Anyways, so thanks to Budmo for sponsoring this video. Now let's get down to the basics and let's get down to the award categories this year. Well, so the EV of the year is a segment we've recently started, but I have to say that each year there's one impressive EV out with another, and manufacturers very soon are really going to completely storm the market with EVs. EVs is going to be the next big game in the market, but right now the winner of this award is the Tata Tiago EV. Now the reason we're giving it the award is not only because of its base price, which is 8.50 lakh rupees ex-showroom, making it the most affordable EV and helping really to popularize or democratize EVs across different households. That's not the only reason. It's also a very roomy car, very spacious car, well built, because the Tata ICE, the Tata Tiago ICE has already a very good and remarkable safety record, and this one should also be as good, if not better. But apart from that, the packaging, the way it looks, the colors, everything is absolutely brilliant on this car. And with our experience with the Nexon and Nexon EV Max, I think that Tata is onto something great. I think buyers are going to lap up this car. They're going to have waiting periods, and Tata really deserves all the remarkable kudos that they're receiving for being the first ones with the forthright. And Tata truly deserves all the pat on the backs as well as all the applause it's getting for making EVs a very important car in their portfolio. All their EVs, be it the Nexon EV Max, the Tigor or the Tiago, are cars which have been derived from very, very popular segments and popular cars, and I think Tata deserves big praises for that. So the Tiago EV is the winner of our EV of the year. Well, so the luxury part of the award goes to the Mercedes C-Class. Yes, it's a fantastic package, and quite rightly, people do call it a miniature version or a shrunken down version of the S-Class. It offers you very good interiors, very premium, very posh. It is a Mercedes, so it has to offer you all these things. The touchscreen, especially the big screen in the middle, just looks absolutely brilliant. It's a beautiful design and it works very well. The sound system on the car is just glorious. The rear seats are really awesome. And in terms of the driving bits also, it comes with multiple engines, but the best point is that no matter which engine you choose, no matter which drivetrain you choose, and the ride comfort is something which is truly exemplary, because the ride on this car is just as good as the much more expensive S-Class, which really costs you about twice the price. So yes, the C-Class, it offers you good looks, very premium looks, good interiors, great features, especially the Burmester sound system, and of course great rear seat comfort. Brilliant car for people who just sit in the back all day long, and that's the reason why we're giving it the luxury car of the year award. Mercedes truly deserves a lot of awards because they launched a lot of cars this year, but this is the one which truly is head and shoulders above the competition. Is it the best car in its segment? Well, I would say that it's not only the best car in its segment, it's the best car about 20 or 30% higher in terms of price. If you go even one segment higher, it's even better than some cars which cost you about 20% higher. So congratulations to Mercedes for the C-Class winning the luxury car of the year. Well, so the best value for money car goes to a car which offers you the looks of an SUV, the interiors of a hatchback, and the practicality of a mid-size sedan. Yes, I'm talking about the Citroën C3, and it's a car which from 5.88 lakh ex-showroom looks very good value because it offers you a roomy cabin, large boot, very good ride comfort, and a decent engine in terms of performance. The turbo unit, of course, the turbo engine is the one to go for, but even the base version is quite decent to drive. And as I said, the ride quality is something which Citroen really has worked on very hard. It offers you a very good ride. In terms of looks also, I think it looks quite stylish, and the road presence of the car is generally good. It looks nice on the road and something different and unique from everything else you've seen. It also feels robust and well made. The plastic quality could be better in some parts, but again, when you look at the price, 5.8 lakh rupees ex showroom for the base version, I think it's very good value for money, and fuel efficiency also should be quite good. We haven't tested it in terms of fuel efficiency, but it should be quite good because it is a small capacity engine. Well, so if you're in the market for a competitive price car, you aren't very expensive with your budget, you want relatively everything in a small package, then the C3 is the car for you. As I said, it offers you the looks of an SUV, the interior space as well as practicality of a mid-sized sedan, and the driving dynamics as well as the overall city ease of a hatchback. So it's got everything going for it, including the price. Check it out at a Citroen dealership. Well, so the technology of the year award goes to none other than the Honda City Hybrid. Now you'll ask me why the Honda City Hybrid? Well, simply because it's the first car which offers you hybrid and also offers you ADAS together, and that's something very unique because Honda, remember, was the first ones to launch hybrid technology with the Civic Hybrid way back in the early 2010s, in fact the late 2000s. Now initially the people didn't really pick up that hybrid tech with the Civic, but remember, Honda was the first mover with the technology on offer, and now they've offered it with the City along with ADAS, and that's something you've seen now on cars from Maruti Suzuki as well as Toyota on the Grand Vitara and the Hyryder respectively. So yes, Honda deserves this award, and the City really has been the benchmark in terms of this hails, in terms of looks, in terms of the interior, in terms of ride comfort, in terms of the sheer refinement. The Honda City has been a car which has really taken the market by storm for over 25 years and really been the king. And all this tech on a proven product means that it has to win the Technology of the Year award. So, Honda Cars India, congratulations on winning this award, and I'm sure that they'll offer this kind of technology on their other cars which are going to come in the market very soon. Well, let's quickly talk about the hatchback of the year, because there were lots of launches which were hatchbacks, and this is a category which is still doing quite well. And I think the one hatchback which stood heads and shoulders above the rest was undoubtedly the Maruti Suzuki Baleno. Yes, this car now has it all. It has very premium interiors, it gets HUD display, a huge touchscreen, and a whole lot of other equipment which really makes you feel like you're sitting inside a posh car. The seats themselves are very good in terms of comfort and overall cushioning as well, and the boot also is large. And in terms of the looks also, it looks very stylish, especially the front end with those 3 LEDs which Maruti Suzuki Nexa call the Next Ray design, and that's something you'll now find in a lot of other cars in the Nexa range in the coming years. It feels premium, as I said, it looks great, drives quite nicely, and now it also feels a lot more robust than the earlier car used to. It feels a little more solid compared to the last generation of the car. So yes, the Maruti Suzuki Nexa Baleno wins our hatchback of the year, and amongst all its other qualities, it also is very fuel efficient. Well, so let's talk about a 4x4, which is really going to be popular, not in its 4x4 version, but in the hybrid and non-hybrid versions. Yes, I'm talking about the Suzuki Grand Vitara, but we're giving it the 4x4 award, not without reason. The all-grip system on this car truly works very well. Now, Suzuki are the masters of off-roading when it comes to international markets. They've proven it with the Chimney, they've proven it with the Swift all grip. They even have the all grip system on the Ignis abroad, but for the first time they've got it in the SUV segment on a popular car, and the Grand Vitara already is a big hit in the market. But I thought that let's give it the 4x4 award, because we did drive it on off-road track on the airport very briefly for about 20 odd minutes, and we really figured out what a capable machine it is. It just went through the slush, through the off-roading tracks, through dunes without any fuss whatsoever. And I think if you're a true blue off-roading fan, if you always go out with your car for off-roading duties, you enjoy going up to Leh Ladakh, you enjoy going up to those sand dunes, then the Grand Vitara is really the spiritual inheritor or the spiritual successor of the Maruti Suzuki Gypsy. Yes, it is as capable, if not more, than the Gypsy, and through a lot of clever electronics, through a lot of suspension inputs, through a lot of gearbox innovations, it really does work very well, and the all grip system is just fantastic. Yes, the electronics and everything just work in tandem to make it feel like you're in a much more expensive car, much more capable car than it looks like on the outside, and definitely the 4x4 award this year has to go to the Maruti Suzuki Grand Vitara 4x4. Well, so the Scorpio wins the large SUV of the year award, and not without reason. It's a car which offers you everything. It's a big and massive car. It's got great road presence, great interior in terms of their appeal, in terms of the way they look, and of course the driving is phenomenal too. Mahindra has really sorted out the ride and handling issue of this car. It really has a very good ride. It feels very solid, as all Mahindras do, and it offers you a very good set of engines as well. You can also take it off-roading because it's a very capable off-roader. We tried it and we really enjoyed it. And of course it also offers you 3 rows of seats, and all of them now face in the forward direction. They don't have any jump seats for this car, so that is also taken care of. And just the way it looks on the road, it offers you very premium looks, very posh looks, and definitely feels much more expensive than it is. And talking about the pricing also, it feels good value because for this kind of money, there are some cars which are priced twice the amount and still don't offer you these kind of capabilities that the Scorpio does. So all these things, along with that superb look and that phenomenal set of engines, mean that the Scorpio is our large SUV of the year, and it really does deserve this award over all the other SUVs launched this year. Well, let's talk about the Sedan of the year because there are two very important launches this year as well. And I'm talking about the two cousins, the Skoda and the VW, the Skoda Slavia and the VW Virtus. And which is the one which should deserve the car of the year, or the Sedan of the year rather? Well, it is the VW Virtus in my book. And the reason for that, of course, is that it looks a little more classy, a little more premium. It definitely has better ride and handling. And it also offers you the VW badge, which is a very posh badge in its own right. It's a solid car. It feels very robust. The interiors are very roomy. The boot is very big. And just the way it drives and it looks, it just feels like a miniature version of the Jetta, which in itself is a very established brand in international markets. So you're getting a very international product for a very relatively affordable price tag. It's competitive price as well, which means that at the end of the day, your money is well worth spending on the car. If you love any kind of sedan, then definitely the VW Virtus is the one to go for, and I think it's the best new sedan launched during 2022 and definitely deserves the Sedan of the year. Well, so the best new update of the year goes to the Renault Kiger. Yes, the Renault Kiger is already a very good product in terms of the overall value for money proposition that it offers, and it offers you very good space in the second row. The boot also is quite good and a long list of features, but the updated version now also gets cruise control, which is something missing, and cruise control is a feature which a lot of you who go on the highways will really appreciate, especially those of you who drive daily on the highway about 100 odd kilometers, because once you set it on, then the car takes care of the speed and all you need to do is just control the steering wheel. So that's a feature now which the Kiger gets, and apart from this it gets a few other features. You also get wireless charging for a mobile phone, which is also a big boon for a lot of people who just forget their cords at home. And all these features, along with the price, the looks, as well as the space and the robust build quality of the Kiger, makes it the update of the year. So congratulations to Renault for making such a phenomenal package, and a package which now seems even better with all these new features. Well, now let's talk about design, because design is the first thing which attracts you to any car or bike. And the one car which stood out again in this year's list was, of course, the Hyundai Tucson. Yes, the Tucson wins 2 awards this year. This is the second one it's winning, and the reason for that is simple. When you look at it, it looks like nothing else on the road from the front end. It really looks very stylish, especially the clever use of materials where the headlamp unit merges very cleanly with the grille, and in fact some part of the grille looks like the headlamp, but it's not, and when you turn off some part of the lamps, it's actually the grille. So it's really very cool, looks very nice, and you'll just enjoy having a look at the car when it's parked in driveway. The side profile looks very muscular, and the back end really also is very cool, especially the fact that the wiper has been hidden away below the spoiler at the back. It's not visible at all. That's a very cool trick, and the Hyundai logo also is under the glass. It's not on top like a lot of other cars. So in terms of looks, in terms of the features, in terms of the just swag factor, the road presence factor, I think the Hyundai Tucson has it all, and that's the reason why we're giving it the design of the year award. There are lots of other cars, of course, but the Hyundai Tucson stood head and shoulders above it, and that's the reason why it is also our SUV of the year. Now it's time to announce our car of the year, and you can choose any of the previous cars we just announced in this list, and you'll be very happy with them because they are the best compared to the other rivals in the segment. But the car of the year has to be a car which has moved things really the furthest in the last 12 months or so, and there's only one car which I can think of, and that car is the Hyundai Tucson. Yes, the Tucson really has upped the ante in the SUV segment. Doesn't matter what kind of SUV you want, this is another new benchmark, and the reason for that is very simple. For starters, it looks really gorgeous, very premium, and very stylish on the outside. I think Hyundai designers have really done a fantastic job with the styling. The interiors are fantastic as well, and it comes loaded with kit. It's got ADAS level 2 safety kit, which means that when you travel this car with your family, you will be very safe and secure, and you'll be happy to know that you're safe and secure with your loved ones in it. And apart from this, it's also got very creamy engines. Both the engines are superb in terms of refinement, power output, and the ride quality is truly exemplary as well. In fact, the Hyundai Tucson is going to do exactly what the Hyundai Creta did about 6 years ago. It's going to create a segment and make that segment all of its own. And with the initial bookings and with the interest of buyers on this car already, it's clear that Hyundai has got a big winner on its hands. So the Hyundai Tucson is our 2023 car of the year, and all these reasons and much more are there to make it so. So congratulations to Hyundai India for yet another stellar car from their hands. Thanks guys for watching this video.